I'm Marcia Latta. I serve as Vice President for Advancement here at the University of Findlay. We have lots of great days throughout the year, but my very, very favorite ones are the days when we can announce wonderful news like today of generous alumni and friends who are helping to transform our university and really make a great impact in our students' lives. So it turns out the sun's shining, so much for the forecast, but I think that's because of the news that Billy and Brenda are about to make. So that's terrific. I first met Billy Watterson in the fall of 2013. And I was so impressed with his energy, a little bit frightened by it, but so impressed with his enthusiasm, his energy, and his love of his alma mater. I met Brenda in 2014, and I was so impressed with her thoughtfulness, her reasoning, her warmth, and her ability to keep Billy grounded. No small task there. As I have gotten to know them over the years, I will just say we are so fortunate to have them in our Euler family. These are two very caring people with giving hearts. And they care so strongly about others and just really love to lift people up and help people self-actualize. So I just wanted to say that, none of that's in my script, but I wanted to say that because it comes from my heart. You are both an inspiration, and we're a better university for your involvement. As an entrepreneur and an environmentalist, Billy brings creativity to solving business problems. He specializes in finding solutions that are sustainable and profitable. Billy received a bachelor's degree here in environmental and hazardous materials management, was what the major was called back then, graduating in 1996. With the Wattersons' generous lead gift today in support of the environment, health, safety, and sustainability learning space that you'll be hearing about shortly, this is part of the Together We Will campaign that is currently in the quiet phase, not silent, just quiet phase. And they are the co-chairs of this effort. Current and future generations of Eulers will benefit from this gift. And as I mentioned, strengthen not just the campus community and students, which it definitely will, but will impact the lives of everyone who is in the workplaces where our graduates go off to work in this field. It's really quite remarkable. So at this time, we are going to hear from Dr. Tim Murphy, who serves as the Associate Professor and chairs the Environmental Safety and Occupational Health Management Program. Dr. Murphy has been the leader of that program for the last 12 years, and I know he and Billy go way back. So Dr. Murphy, please come up and share some thoughts with us.
So those of you who know me know that they give me a script so they can keep me tied to a minute or two. I'm a professor, I get paid to talk, so we'll keep it as short as we can. But thank you very much, Dr. Latta. I really appreciate the introduction. For more than 30 years, we have educated environment, health, safety, and sustainability professionals who have gone out into the workplace to improve the air we breathe, the water we drink, the earth we stand on, the safety of our workplaces, and the mitigation of public health crises, such as the global pandemic. Our students focus on the preservation of jobs, the preservation of companies, the preservation of resources, so that we have them all for future generations. As one of UF's signature programs and one of the premier environment, health, safety, and sustainability programs in the nation, the time has come to step up with improved facilities and equipment for our future students. Every single one of our graduates from the Environment, Health, Safety, and Sustainability program is working in their field within 6 months. We've had for over a dozen years very good placement rates. Even with this impressive statistic, we cannot keep up with the industry demand for qualified, well-educated graduates entering the workforce. However, thanks to Billy and thanks to Brenda, their generous lead gift to kick off the renovation project, we plan to transform the first floor of Brewer Science Hall and expand out with an interdisciplinary STEM collaborative addition. The new facility will provide new learning and training opportunities, including 2 separate 1,800 square foot laboratories, one for industrial hygiene and safety, the other one focusing on environmental sustainability, waste, and alternative energy. 5,600 square feet of technology-enhanced classrooms, an educational resource center, larger faculty offices to accommodate mentoring, accommodate small student groups, recruiting meetings, working with high school students in mentoring programs, and much more. In addition, sustainable building components such as passive solar heating, double pane windows, water and energy efficient fixtures, and so much more. We, myself, my students, my departmental faculty, are very, very excited about this. We cannot tell you how excited we are about this. To talk a little bit from the students' perspective, I'd like to next introduce Sam Thacker. Sam is the president of the UF chapter of the American Society of Safety Professionals, one of 2 different organizations that we have on campus that our students are in. But before I do that, just a real quick, I know I'm off script, students in the program, please raise your hand that are out there. So we brought several. If you would like to talk to them, please reach out. You'll find how much they love the program and they love the university. With that, Sam.
Thank you, Dr. Murphy, for that glowing introduction. As Dr. Murphy mentioned, my name is Samuel Thacker. I'm a senior here in the Environment, Health, Safety, and Sustainability program. I'm actually from Arlington, Ohio, about 15 minutes south of town. There are many reasons why I chose UF. Proximity to home is really one that I often mention, but there's really 2 main reasons, and that's the phenomenal, robust EHSS program that we have, and its acclaim as I was coming into school. But also the fact that the city of Findlay has a really unique history of industry, but also has a very diverse history and culture that has and will continue to create experiences for myself and my peers in our own personal and professional development. As Dr. Murphy mentioned, on campus I'm the president of the University of Findlay chapter of the American Society of Safety Professionals, which is a student chapter of a large professional group that allows us as students to engage with many people in safety roles across the country currently in the workforce. I'm very fortunate to have developed very strong relationships and ties with many of the faculty members here at UF, particularly with our EHSS faculty, who are always willing to give me advice and assist me whenever I need clarity on anything. I particularly enjoy with the EHSS program the amount of experiential learning opportunities both in and out of the classrooms that we're allowed to enjoy, particularly with our many laboratories that we're involved in, and also our training courses at the All Hazards Training Center. And then because of the acclaim and extensive network that the program has, we are able to network, and there are bountiful opportunities for internships, co-ops, and personal networking with professionals currently in the AHS field. Me personally, I attended the Career and Internship Fair in the fall of 2020, where I was able to interview with and eventually accept a role as an EHS intern with Howmet Aerospace in Barberton, Ohio, where I spent my summer of 2021 utilizing all I had learned here at Findlay and also learning more about how to work and the role of a modern EHS professional in the workforce. These excellent educational experiences and opportunities have allowed me to grow personally and professionally, and have also given me great clarity about my future plans. One of the many reasons why I love our program is because EHS is a very people-oriented field, and I love working with and making an impact upon the people around me. Along with technical skills and education, lately the EHS program has also put a particular significance on personal development and leadership development, which also further enables myself and my peers and prepares us for whatever endeavors we may face beyond our time here at UF. My time here at Findlay has been made entirely possible because of donor support, particularly in the form of scholarships. On top of the merit scholarships I received upon first coming to Findlay, I've also received a number of additional endowed scholarships. This year I've received a Choose Ohio First scholarship, as well as the Marjorie M. McGranahan, Mildred F. McGranahan, Schaefer Van Dorn McGranahan Scholarship Endowment Fund. Generous donor support like this has allowed me and my peers to work less, giving us more time to study and be involved with various groups here on our wonderful campus. I would like to personally thank Billy and Brenda Watterson for their wonderful investment in our program. I'm very grateful and excited to see the great research and learning opportunities which will take place in these new facilities. And I know that because of this investment in our overall organization, the program will be able to grow and thrive. And after all, it's due to our great program that many EHS students are able to go on and do great things for countless industries that they enter upon graduation. This investment will further the university's commitment to success and will also allow students to become that much more prepared for their own success in our changing world. Thank you. It's now my honor to introduce President Fell. Dr. Katherine Fell has served as president of the University of Findlay since 2010. She is known for a deep commitment to providing an outstanding learning environment for students, respect for the university's culture of shared governance, and passion for supporting the community. You can tell that Dr. Fell truly cares about the work that she does each and every day, as she's always doing it with a smile. A true leader, she is always willing to give her spare time to speak to and assist students in their many projects and endeavors. Personally, I just received some assistance with a project just 2 weeks ago from Dr. Fell, who was very concise, composed, and kind all the while. Her vision for the University of Findlay has guided UF to expanded academic offerings and a renewed focus on experiential learning and intercultural understanding. Under her leadership, the university has added 10 new bachelor's degrees, 6 master's degrees, and 3 doctoral degrees. Please welcome President Fell.
Don't forget that sound. Thank you, Sam. What a fine example of our EHSS program and the reason we're here, the students. So what do I say about Billy and Brenda Watterson? There are many things. I don't even remember my life before I met Billy and Brenda. Marcia does remember a date. I don't remember, but they have had a tremendous positive effect on the University of Findlay in ways that are visible, like today, and many other ways that are not so visible but are powerful. They exemplify people who live into their calling and who serve and lead others. And I am delighted to announce this gift this afternoon that they are making to the very important EHSS program, Environment, Health, Safety, and Sustainability. I want you to commit that to memory, because when I see you at, going through the drive at Archie's, I may get out of the car and ask you, what does EHSS mean? And I'll expect you to be able to tell me, because these students, as we've made clear already, serve the world. They keep you safer, they will keep your children safer, and they will keep your grandchildren safer. It's an important program. And there is a huge workforce need for our graduates. So this is an investment not only in the university and our students, but in the communities they will serve. Billy came to us as a student, and he'll tell you his story. If not today, you'll hear it eventually. It's a great story, and it's a story that embodies the spirit and the mission of the university, where students can come, they can find their own calling, and they can lead, they can then follow that calling throughout their lives. That's what we do here. And this generous donation to the EHSS facility upgrade will make a transformational change in our ability to deliver top-notch education to these very fine students. And we look forward to welcoming more and more into this program. We have some room for more students. We'll have facilities for more students. They'll have better experience. And we could not be more grateful. Thank you. Billy himself has not only graduated from the University of Findlay, but he has also served as a board member, as the chair. He and Brenda are co-chairs of our executive campaign, Together We Will. It's quiet, as Marcia said, not secret, so go ahead and talk about it, talk it up. It's the most exciting thing happening in Hancock County, I promise you. And Billy has also served as the chair of the Advancement Committee on the Board of Trustees. So I'm going to invite Billy and Brenda to make a few remarks now about their vision. Thank you.
As you'll notice, she said a few, and for most of you who know me, that's difficult. But I'd like to start by just thanking a small group of people for showing up today. And I didn't expect to actually see this many people. I thought it'd be a little bit more intimate, so I am quite surprised. And I want to thank my wife for being with me today, my mom and her husband Galen. I'm grateful that you're here. Some fraternity brothers from way back in the day. Some have hair, some don't. Mike Momini, who recruited me into this program back in 1991, 92, and Randy Van Dyne, who's here, who was instrumental in a lot of the building out of the program in the early years to make this possible. So again, sticking with the theme of just a few remarks, I think what's most important is that everyone can grasp and understand the context of what this place has done. And I often describe it as it has built me. So that sounds kind of strange, but without it, I really couldn't have done the things that I've been able to do, and it's been foundational. And I start with the journey through the arches coming in. I truly believed, I think I drank the Kool-Aid, that this place was going to change my life. And I will tell you, the marks that it's left on my heart are deep, wide, and numbered. A lot of firsts here, and for many of us who come through this program and other programs, there are a lot of life-altering firsts. My first child in my 4 years, my first marriage, and of course I was the first in my family to graduate from a 4-year institution. So a lot of these things have left, like I said, these marks and on my heart. And when I look at the idea of what that means and the transcendent nature of that, it then reminds me of when I walked out of the arches. And fortunately, because we don't have enough time to talk about my story today, I can remember Gordon Gillespie, who was a professor who's now retired. He said, "That kid's going to do great things." And when I walked out of those arches, like any of us who have, we left a bit of our soul right there. Just a bit of our soul, right? And one of the things that I found fascinating about thinking through that is the university to me kind of looks like that tree of souls, right, from the movie Avatar. That's really what it reminds me of. And we all have this common thread, these shared experiences, these firsts that we've left behind and things that have been shared with us. And I want you guys to remember that today when I talk to you about the opportunities that you have to leverage your resources, your talents, your treasure to do big things. And not because it makes you better, because no one will remember you for how much money you had, but what you did with it. And more importantly, God will remember what you did with it. So I think that the question that keeps reoccurring, I just did a few interviews, is why are you doing this? Why are you, Brenda, doing this? And of course, beyond the fact that we're crazy, like I said, those marks on the heart really add up. And I go back to the moments in time when I was here, and it was the knowledge that existed, it was the infrastructure, it was the skill, it was the tools that were transformative. I don't exist in my degree, my experiences, and all the success over the last 20 years would not have without that. And so we're making this gift because we want to make it possible for others that don't have the opportunity. And certainly with old equipment, now outdated equipment and facilities, we're at an extreme disadvantage. And from our perspective, we want to be able to see people win and people succeed. And it's not just here at the university, it's throughout every step of our life. And that just comes through life lessons. But I can tell you guys, especially you guys in the fraternity house, we had nickels. I mean, we could barely get enough money to get a pizza half the time. So when you think about where we were and where we are, it's an incredible opportunity to take that extra margin that we've been given and to do something powerful and effective and that is life-changing. And I want to invite you into that space wherever you feel comfortable, because as the campaign says, together we will. And I believe together we can. I'd like to call Brenda up here now and do the big reveal and sign this check away.
And I'd like to invite Chris Ostrander, Chair of the Board, and Angie Briggs, Chair of the Executive Campaign Committee, to join us for the check presentation. Actually, it hasn't been signed yet, so it's not even official. Please be nice to Billy and Brenda for 5 more minutes.
When they say it after your birthday, there's one to grow on. Billy, Brenda, we hope there's one more to grow on down the road. So we're looking forward to those. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Chris Ostrander. I'm the chairman of the board for the University of Findlay. And it is a really true honor that I get the opportunity to do these kind of things. Worst thing in the world for Billy in this kind of situation is that I have the last word over him. So I know he's hating that, but this is it's truly a great day, not only for the University of Findlay, for all of the future students that are going to benefit from this gift, and not only that, but our community and the environment. So, Brenda, I know you have been really the brains behind the process. Billy is more the brawn. So, I'm going to start by thanking you for being there for him to help him through this process. He's grown into a great person. You guys are both great people, and thank you for being there for him. And Billy, you got lucky as heck, man. You got lucky as heck. So But in all seriousness, thank both of you guys for this wonderful gift. I met Billy about 3 or 4 years ago. He was assigned to the advancement committee with me. I was the chair of the advancement committee. And when I met him, I'm like, every time I see Billy at an advancement committee, I'm just wondering if the air conditioning is turned down or turned up. It's a little bit too warm because his buttons are always buttoned down on his shirt. So I asked him that one day, and he goes, no, this is me. And Billy, can you stand up and show your shirt? The man is true to form. True to form. I told you I'd get the last word, man. So, Billy has done in the last few years. He's moved up the ranks on the board. He's taken over the advancement committee. He's moved on to take over the executive committee, and expecting him to have a long run here with the board. So thank you for all your time. One other note: Billy and I and Brenda and my wife are going to be neighbors here in about another week too. So we're moving down towards them, which is also his worst nightmare. So. When you look at this program, and Dr. Murphy, you've done a fabulous job here, over the years. But this donation and the lead gift it's really allowing us to build a safer, more efficient, more comfortable program that is going to bring all of the key elements together for training our students and giving them the opportunity to lead productive careers and meaningful lives. So. With that, guys, I cannot thank you enough. And one more big round of applause for the Watterson family. So this concludes the program. If we're the frat buddies, I would like to speak to you afterwards.